Hey everybody, happy Movie Monday, my friends. Jody Breckbill's Stampin' Queen, and I am coming at you from my studio in Pennsylvania. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, say hello. Let me know that you guys are on with me. So this is a little surprise for you guys. Maybe you didn't know, but I did make an announcement last week that Movie Monday is now moving to 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I am going to have a video for you guys every Monday, just like usual, but it is going to be released in the evening. So that way, if you guys are maybe working or you are sometimes on the West Coast, times are a little tough to join me during the day. So Movie Mondays, 7 p.m. Eastern. What's Up Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern. So I will be here live stamping with you guys. So I do have a couple of things I want to share. So if you're coming on in, give me some likes or loves, let me a comment, let me know you guys are joining me. And I am getting back from on stage in Pittsburgh. I do have lots of things I'm going to share over the next week because it is gratitude week in my studio. So this is like my customer appreciation. This is me thanking you guys for all your love and your continued support to allow me to do what I love every single day. So starting this week, November 14th to the 18th, I will be live every day, 10 a.m. So I already was live earlier today. You can catch that replay on my Facebook page. You can catch it on my YouTube channel, or I will email it out if you are in my mailing list. And I just come on, I'm going to share a project with you guys. I have prize patrols. I'll have a grand prize patrol at the end of the week. I have a special class that I'm offering, which is what I showed you earlier today. I have an adhesive sale. We, Stampin' Up Wide, has a seasonal sale, and we're just going to have lots of fun. So that's why I wanted to make sure you guys are aware of my adhesive sale. It does begin today. It is this week only. So it is November 14th to the 18th. Buy 5 adhesives, get 1 free. Guys, this is my personal sale. This is not a Stampin' Up sale. So it does run a little bit different if you are ordering online with me. So you can mix or match. They do not need to be the same items. So if you need some seal refill, you need some green glue, you need some dimensional, some pop dots, you can grab those. Now's the time, because I know you guys are heading into the holiday season and probably, hopefully, getting ready to make all those amazing Christmas cards, right? So you can shop online. Let me give you my link here for my online store. You can head over there, shop online, and you'll take advantage of your adhesive sale. Now, what will happen is your free one, you will have to choose that, put it in your cart, and you will have to pay for it if you're shopping online. This is not Stampin' Up's deal, so they can't give you a free adhesive. So what will happen then is I'll get the information, it'll come to my email, and I will reimburse you for that free one immediately. Okay, that's the only way that I can do that if you want to shop online. Now, if you're not wanting to shop online, you can just email me. I can take care of the ordering for you and take care of your adhesive sale. So not a problem. Do I have my email on here? Does. Right there is my email. So you can just send your email to me and I will take care of you. Absolutely. Easy peasy, mac and cheesy. So speaking of adhesive sale, as I said, this is my personal sale, runs through the end of the week only, and your free item will be your least expensive item. Okay. You could have it all be the same thing. You can mix or match based on what your needs are for adhesive. Now, I mentioned the seasonal sale, and this starts tomorrow. So make sure you know that this sale does start November 15th through the 18th only. Okay. I'm going to put my shopping link back up here. So this is annual catalog only. This is not the JD mini, not the holiday mini, but the big annual catalog. Kids, this is a sale. Stampin' Up's not playing around this time, right? So I love when they do free shipping, and I love a short-term big sale. So are you ready? 10% off of all punches. All punches, you guys. 10% off all punches, 15% off all stamp sets. Yes, I'm saying all. Every stamp set in the annual catalog, 15% off. Then we have 20% off of the dies. We have 20% off of the embossing folders and 20% off non-specialty designer series paper. So if you're not quite sure what that means, check your catalog or look online. Specialty paper is normally about $15, a little bit more expensive, and usually has like some gold elements or embossing or some type of treatment to the paper that makes it a little extra fancy schmancy. So this is just your regular designer series paper. Usually it's the $12 range, could be 12 by 12, could be 6 by 6, but it will say in the catalog if it is a specialty paper, okay? Again, kids, remember this is annual catalog only, not the holiday, but that's a stinking good sale. So what might happen is you need to unbundle some items and see if you're going to save yourself more money. Pretty sure you will, because if you've got 15% off of the stamps and 20% off the dies, your bundle price is not the price you want. This is not the sale you're looking for. You want to maybe unbundle them and save even more money. Any questions on that, hit me up and let me know. There's my shopping link right there. But don't forget, you guys, this doesn't start till the 15th. This is tomorrow, 15th to the 18th. And yes, you can tag team my adhesive sale with Stampin' Up sale. Absolutely. So again, shop online or email me if you would rather submit your order that way. So any questions, hit me up, let me know. But we got some stamping to do, you guys. I feel like I have been away for so long. I was on vacation. I came home. I went to Pittsburgh to our on-stage event. Now I'm getting ready for a retreat, but I had to come on and hang out with you guys and do a little bit of stamping with this gorgeous pre-release special. So this is framed florets. We're going to use that. And we're going to make a fun fold. You like fun folds? Raise your hand and let me know if you guys like fun folds. So we're going to use that one. Don't forget this, excuse me, is available now. It is a bundle. So we do have the set of amazing dies. I love these ovals. We are going to use them in our stamping today. We've got some great sentiments. So we've got that as part of the suite. We also have this fun one, framed and festive. I've been using the heck out of this one. I love the font here. Great, great sentiment set for the season. This is limited time only, so this will not carry over into the next catalog, and it is while supplies last. Then, of course, the gorgeous designer series paper. Loving these colors. I did get to see some sneaky peeks, which I will be sharing with you this week during Gratitude Week, because we got our new catalogs. Yeehaw! New catalogs. So this will be what I would always call the occasions catalog, but it is the January through April mini catalog. Did you catch that? It is not a 6-month catalog anymore. It is January through April. We're changing some things in 2023. So that fitting florets or framed florets will be in the next catalog. This designer paper will not. It is a 12 by 12 stack. I just have it cut down because it's easier to show you guys. So love this designer paper. Get it while you can. It is hot, y'all. It is a hot pack of paper. Everyone is loving it. So let's get rolling with a piece of Balmy Blue. And this Balmy Blue is cut 5.5 by 11. So we're going to do a little scoring. I've got my Simply Scored tool here. I cannot live without it. Some of you guys might have maybe a paper trimmer with a score on it. That's great. Use that. But we are going to put some scores in this card at 1 1/4, 3 3/8, 7 5/8, and 9 3/4. And that's it for the scoring, okay? So let's grab that good old bone folder, and we're going to do a little bit of folding. So I'm going to flip this over, and this panel is going to come in, put my score nice and crisp. And then this panel is going to flip back on itself. A little bit of an accordion gatefold, I think this might be called. If not, that's what I'm naming it today. So there we are. There is how our fun fold is going to go. It will be closed like this and open like this. Okay, now if you missed those, no worries. Look in the description of the video after it airs, because I will put the dimensions for you written down. You don't need to go back and rewatch and rewatch and rewatch. Just look in the description. Now, what I have done ahead of time, I did stamp in Night of Navy. I stamped one of the flowers. I cut out one of the ovals from that die set. I've got 2 pieces of basic white cut with the decal rectangle, so we did that ahead of time. I have a belly band, which is 1 by 11, and that's what's going to keep our card closed because, see, it wants to pop open. And then I've got some designer paper with that pretty navy and balmy blue. What a good color combination that I would not have thought of. So that designer paper, you need 4 of the same pieces. And we're going to attach okay, so we have 4 of the same size, right? And then we have a smaller one. So I'm going to set that off to the side so I don't accidentally glue the wrong piece. So we're going to put some adhesive here on one of these pieces, and that's going to go on the inside of our card. So if I'm creating this card for you guys and you make one at home, I want to see it. I'm nosy. I totally have FOMO. If you guys are creating things at home, I want to see what you're doing. So you guys can share with me on my Facebook page. You can't share on my YouTube channel. Oh, I got a booger there. Get rid of that booger. But I would love to see what you guys are doing and stamping and creating at home. So feel free to share if you use this layout, even if you create the exact same card or you create something different. The best place to share is on my Facebook group, which is right here. So join there if you're not already, and share with us. That's a little bit of more of it's a private group, so it allows sharing a little bit easier than my Facebook page does. So yeah, come on and hang out with me there and share what you got. All right, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to close this, and we're just going to do adhesive on this side only. And I'm going to add a piece of that designer series paper. So it's going to go right here. Now it's a little bit bigger than the flap, which is fine. That's the plan. Okay, then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Put this piece. Oh, you're coming attached too quickly. You are too enthusiastic, piece of paper. All right, so there is our gorgeous, what did I call it? Accordion gatefold. Is that what I called it? I don't even remember. So this little tiny piece here is just going to sit right there in the middle, just a little bit of a focal point. It's a little longer than what I need. So let's trim it down just smidgy. Not much, but it's going to sit right on the folds, and I don't want that. Nope, still a little bit too long. Alrighty, that should do it. So we'll add that as a little focal in the center. Hang out right here. And then I'm going to take one of these decals and I'm going to stamp our sentiment. So this is for the inside, and so I chose for a special person on a special day. So I figure this is going to pair well with the birthday sentiment. So we've got that. We're going to stamp that right here in the center of that decal. Then you'll see I've got a flower. So from the same the sun's going to come out. Hopefully that won't cause too much of an issue. And I want to stamp this off, but I don't see, let me see if I have a piece of scrap paper. Here we go. So I'm going to just ink up that flower, stamp it one time there, and then I'm just going to stamp it down here in the corner. So I don't want it to, oh my, the sun is really coming out. Good morning, sun. So that tells you guys, if you didn't know, these are recorded videos. It is not 7 o'clock at night in Pennsylvania. That's too funny. There we go. All right, so there is my stamped off, and it's just really, really pretty just to be very subtle behind that sentiment. So we'll add this to the inside of our card base. Right there. Oh, so pretty, isn't it? Now, my other decal, I'm going to stamp the birthday. And this is Night of Navy. I don't know if I said that or not, but yeah, this is Night of Navy. Wishes for a beautiful birthday. We'll let that sit there for a couple seconds while we take this flower here and some blends. So I've got my Balmy Blue, light and dark, and a soft succulent. The one thing that I do see that I'm missing is going to be my ribbon. And I swore I had an open ribbon, but I can't find it. So I'm going to have to grab a new one. So hold please. I'm using the glitter organdy ribbon for this card. Now what I did here was I stamped this with Night of Navy. Now our inks can smear. They are not they're water soluble. So I am careful when I'm coloring with blends. So what I like to do is stamp it. I leave it sit sometimes even overnight just to make sure it's really dry into that basic white paper. And then I'm cautious when I color blends over top of it because the blends can bleed certain inks a little bit. So I'm going to take my dark and I'm just going to do the center. And what I'll sometimes do instead of coloring this way is I just kind of tap my color in. So that will tend not to bleed that ink too much. Now I've got blue ink with blue blends, and so I'm not real concerned about that being a problem, but it depends on your color. If you are stamping and going to color with blends and not use Memento, right? So Memento is our waterproof ink. So I'm just taking my Balmy Blue dark and I'm just outlining the petals. So I'm just going to go around the edges here and I'm just kind of watching. If it starts to bleed, I'm going to be a little bit more careful. But it's been sitting. I stamped this, oh my gosh, Thursday night, and I went to on stage. So it's been sitting for a while. So it's pretty dry. Now I've got my soft succulent light. So I'm going to come in and just color these little leaves here. Now this particular stamp does have a die that goes with it, and the same die does work with some of the designer paper, which I will show you. I like it when we have a die that will cut out DSP so that I don't have to fussy cut all the time. Now what I am doing, and I'll show you a little bit of a more close-up version here, is I'm going around the edges and I'm kind of coming in and then I'm leaving a little bit of white at the center. So I'm not really coloring in a solid image, and that just almost looks like it's some light spots. And I'm going to do the same thing with my flower. Just some highlights, I guess I want to say, is what that kind of makes. So I'm going to come in now with my Balmy Blue light, and I'm just going to circle around and just keep coming in closer and closer and closer, and then not always closing the gap, right? Just leaving some white spots for a highlight in there. Do that same thing on that other flower. So hopefully you guys had a great weekend. It was very weird here in Pennsylvania. We had some serious rain, so driving to onstage was a little sketch for a bit, but we made it. But it was not the prettiest. And then suddenly we have like cold has descended upon us. It's a little chilly outside. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get out our baby boss. If you guys don't have a baby boss, you might want to consider getting one. I do love him for these quick, easy little projects that I have here. I have my big one. That's the regular. You know, I use the OG, the original Big Boss all the time. But I do love my little mini. And if you've been on the fence about the mini machine, I'm going to tell you that you need to wait and see what is happening during Celebration 2023. I don't want to give you too many, oops, where am I going here? Too many sneak peeks. I can't show you anything, but I can tell you something very, very cool is coming with this mini machine, or as I like to call him, the baby boss. Okay, so I'm just getting that lined up there. It looks like it's staying pretty well. If it does not, if it seems like he's jumping around on you a little bit or giving you some fit, grab some washi tape and tape it down, or maybe a piece of painter's tape, something like that. Now let's see, I don't want to hit you guys with the cranker. Thank you, baby boss. Back to bed. So there's our die. I do want to put my die back quickly before I lose it. That's always a nightmare of mine, as I lay them down somewhere and then lose them. Never good to dumpster dive for dies. I've done it one too many times. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our belly band. Now, I did not put any scores in the belly band. I just gently fold it around my card. Then I will use my bone folder to make those folds nice and crisp. Okay, it's going to be longer than I need, so I can snip a little bit off here and attach these ends together. Okay, so then what I do is I take this off and I make sure that my folds are nice and straight and nice and crisp. And the secret to a belly band is you want it to be tight so it can slide off and on your card, but not too loose that it falls off your card, because you need your guest or your person to be able to slide that up and down and take it off. Now, I do like to use my Stampin' Seal Plus for this one. So sorry, it was over on another table. So I'm going to put a little bit of plus here, and this is just a little bit stronger than the usual seal. And then I'm going to do some plus here and have these go together. So there you can see it'll slide up and down so my person can take that off. Now I'm going to add my birthday, wishes for a birthday, and I need to add my pretty frame that I die cut out of there. And I'm going to use just a little bit of seal on here. I think if I had it handy, I would use green glue, but it is not handy here. So I'm going to go with what I've got, and that is some of the regular Stampin' Seal. And I'm just going to go around here and add, but that green glue does work very nicely with these frames. So there's our frame right around our birthday wishes. And then with dimensionals, I'm going to add my pretty flowers. So see if we have any here. Does. Okay, a couple pop dots on there. There we go. Now I'm going to add this flat. I don't want to add too much more dimension because it's kind of popped up a little bit from being on the belly band, and it can only attach to the belly band, right guys? Because otherwise your belly band will not come off. So it can only be attached to your belly band. Make sure it's good and stuck there. It should be able to slide on and off. So I've got a pretty card, looking good so far. Yay, everything's perfect. Let's grab ourselves some of that glimmer ribbon and my bow maker. Let's grab my bow maker for that. I've been using this thing all the time. He's been sitting in my closet for so long. I've had it for 1,000 years, but I've really been using it so much more. Love my bow maker. I know a lot of you guys said you had them and you're not using them either. So get them out, guys. Let's get them out and make some gorgeous bows. Now, that is the right size, I think. I don't want it much bigger than that. Oh, isn't that cute? It's like perfect. Perfect bows every time. If you are in need of a bow maker, I have a source. My friend Debbie has them, so just message me and I can put you in touch with her and she can get you a handy dandy bow maker. There, we got a snot dot on there, and that's just going to go on the side of our card like that. Pretty, right? A little sparkle. Now, we need a little bit more sparkle, so I'm pulling in the gems, the swirls. These are limited time only as well. So let's add those. I'm going to just use my fingers. I think that'll be easier. I'm just going to stick them right here on the sides of that oval. Kind of want them even though. Okay, there is our gorgeous Fitting Florets Fun Fold card. I hope you loved it. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, I do want to share a special offer that I have. I am full of offers this month because it is Gratitude Week. Like I said, I'm thanking you guys for all of your love and support all the time. So let me show you what I have. This is a Boughs of Holly class. Okay, so it is open right now. Registration is open. And you want to make sure that you use a special code if you would like this class. So Leaves of Holly, it is a stamp and there is a die set. So it is a bundle. You may already have it. You can use the one you have. You can grab it during registration, or you could use something you have very similar at home. But by Stampin' Up rules, I cannot stamp things for you. So this class is an 8-card class. Here are the projects. And you make 2 of every single card. So if there's die cutting done, I will have that done. I will have your embossing done, but you will need to do your stamping. You'll get the pieces and the parts, but you'll need to do your stamping. So there's card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, and card number 4. Aren't they gorgeous? So with this class, you will also get a roll of the evergreen ribbon, a pack of the iridescent pearls, which you can use as is, or you can color them. So if you want to change them, color them with your Stampin' Blends, and they'll be any color you choose. So if you want them cherry cobbler, evergreen, succulent, color your pearls. And then, of course, you're going to get a quarter pack of the designer series paper, the poinsettia paper. So you'll use this paper with your class. You'll also get a complete tutorial, so you will be able to follow along and you'll be able to make all 8 of those cards. So this offer is only valid through the 17th. So it is ending very soon if you want this 8-card class, and I'm offering a special code. So use promo code HOLIDAY, HOLIDAY. When you do your registration, they will come up and say, do you have a promo code? And you will type HOLIDAY, in that promo code, and it will give you $5 off of your class. Okay, so check that out. Now, if you have this and you're like, I just want to know how to make these cards, I don't need the frills, you can just get the tutorial. So I have a tutorial. It will come to you right to your inbox, and you can cut your own paper and use your own supplies. Same deal, you'll get $5 off if you use that code HOLIDAY. All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much again for joining me while we made this gorgeous fun fold card. If you make one of them, share them with me. I want to see what you created. All right, you guys, hopefully you'll be joining me each day live 10 a.m. for Gratitude Week, and I have even more stuff that I'm going to share with you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Have a great evening.